Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over my Colourpop palettes. As you can see here, I have quite a bit. If that seems interesting to you, stay tuned. Okay, we're going to start off with this organizer that I keep on one of my shelves, and this has some of my favorites on here. These are Too Faced palettes, so we're not going to go over these today. Let's start off with the Bambi collection. I have Thumper, Bambi, and Flower, and I like to keep everything in their original box because I like to keep things in good condition. So let's get started here. This is the Thumper palette. This is actually one of my favorites. It's a neutral green palette. I love these. They're very travel friendly, small, easy to carry with you. I also did get the body shimmer and the lip glosses too. This is the Bambi. This is more of a neutral toned. And this is the Flower palette. I haven't used these in a while, but I still love them. This is the purple palette that I like really a lot. I like this shimmer here a lot, and this white one here too. This is a really good palette. Next we have this, I think it's called the Y2K collection. We have Digital Playground, Just a Glitch, and New Millennium. These I haven't used too much because I wasn't too impressed with them. I actually did try to sell them on Mercari, but they never sold, so I might just end up giving these away if I have a friend that's interested in. It's the old acrylic packages. They're super bright. I did use them a couple times, but this one's more of a pinky purple one. And we have Digital Playground. I think this one's more of a purple hue. This is more brighter tone with purples and pinks and an orange. And this one is called Just a Glitch. This is the bluish, greenish, and the purple ones. I'd say this one would probably be my favorite since I like my purples. Next we have the Hello Kitty and Friends. This one was more of a lighter tone palette collection, and I also did get the lip glosses on this one too. It doesn't come with a mirror, slay all day, but I do like the light tones. There's no deeper tone to put some depth into your eyes, but I still really like this palette. the Star Wars collection. I love this palette. This is called the Mandalorian. I really like the tones in this one. I just have to say that this one's probably my favorite one in the palette, but I like this more than the Child and the Darth Vader one. And these ones I got out of the boxes because they're some of the ones I use a lot. This is the Child palette. This one's more of a green and gold. Cutest in the Galaxy. I'd have to say that this one is my favorite shimmer along with this one. Next is the Blush Crush. And I really like the pinky tones in this one. I used to use this one a lot constantly, and it's one of my favorite palettes. The Making Mauves. I really like this one too, and I think I took out a matte out of this one out of the Bare Necessities and replaced it with this shimmer because I thought it went better. And then the That's Taupe. And this is also one of my favorites. I actually reach this more than the Bare Necessities. They're bigger palettes, I don't use that much. This was, I think, a special edition that came with Lock It Down, Bling Time, Charm School, and Glam Right collection, and this one has more of the purple tones. And then we have Bling Time. And this has more of the gold and more neutral tones. This is Charm School. More of your golden, more taupey. And then we have Glam Right. And this has more of your reddish neutral tones. Next, I really love these palettes. I actually used these constantly back in the day. This is the So Very Lovely. This has some of your purpley, pinky, neutral tones. I really love these shimmers up here. And you can use this one to add more depth. It's one of my favorite palettes too. And this one I actually really like. And there wasn't very many good reviews on it since it was so light, but I actually love this palette. Really love the packaging on it too. See how it's more of a more lighter tones, and I really like these rose shimmers. And this Sailor Moon one, I actually got 2 of them. I took out the box and put the cover on the lenticular cover because I thought this was a better cover for it. And it has a bunch of Super Shocks in it too. I really want to get the second one, but I haven't placed a Colourpop order in a while. And then we have the special edition Animal Crossing box set. These are the tiny palettes that came. We have the purple, Belle of the Ball, 5-Star Island, Nook Incorporated, and What a Hoot. This is Belle of the Ball, and each of them have at least one pressed glitter, which I don't use, but I do really like this one. We have the 5-Star Island, Nook Incorporated, and What a Hoot. Okay, we got our next set of palettes here. These are my 9 pans, and with these two, they're customized from a whole bunch, from like the Lilac You a Lot, the It's My Pleasure, and In a Trance, and Aurora Out. I actually took out all of the shimmers that I really liked and put them all in one palette. I threw away all of the glitters, And the mattes I didn't keep either, but I kept all of the shimmers. And I think they turned out really, really pretty. And I have another copy of the It's My Child, because I really liked it a lot. And then I have some more of the Star Wars palettes. I don't have the 12 pan one, but I did get the other 9 pans, and I haven't used this one yet. This is more of a golden tone. Still brand new. But this is the golden one. Really pretty. Then I have the Darth Vader one. And I haven't used this one either. What I usually do is I make one big Colourpop order once a year when they have their big sale towards the end. And this is more of a darker tone with a nice bright red one, which I really like. I have you now. I think the Star Wars palettes have more of a higher quality than their other palettes. They're kind of hit or miss depending. And then I have the Petals on Point. This is more of a pinky tone. Really pretty. There's some Colourpop palettes I like, and then there's some that I don't. It kind of just depends. Then I have Sage the Day. This one is more of a green tone, of course. Really pretty. I do like my blues more than I like my greens though. I wear pastels I really like, and bright shimmers. I don't like mid-tone colors though. This is the other set for the Aurora and Out custom palette. Yeah. Actually, this is the one I didn't take out. This is the one I kept as is, and this because I don't have too many oranges. And then I have the classic Going Coconuts. Neutral tone. And then this is just a custom palette that has a couple of Colourpop shades and a couple of Sydney Graces. But I really like the box, so I got that. And then this is a collection of the bugs. There's this one, and then the Wannabe, and the Sofly. Let's start with the Sofly one. I thought this was a really cute collection. I really like the green on this one. And I really like this one too. And the next one is the Wannabe. As you can see, I like to keep everything in pristine, even though if I use them raw. This one I've used a couple of times, even though it doesn't look it. More of a goldeny neutral tone. Next one is my favorite actually. This is the Glow Getter, excuse me. And this one is more of a green tone. I really like the shimmers in this one. I like this one, and this one. But this one's really pretty too. I need to dig these palettes out more often. I've been obsessed with the indie palettes lately. Inslee Rain is my favorite brand of all time. And I like Anastasia when it comes to big name brands. Excuse me. This is the All Amethyst. This one didn't get very many good reviews for some reason, but mine turned out pretty good. They said this one had no pigment, and mine turned out alright. So I don't know if it was just a certain batch, or but it has some really nice purpley tones. Really beautiful. And we have the Tinkerbell Special Edition, Sprinkle a Little Magic. This one has some really unique green tones in it. When you put them on the eyes, they're really shimmery, and they really stand out. They're definitely beautiful. Very unique palette. It even feels heavier than the other ones. It could be because there's also a mirror attached to it. And this one is the Quartz. And this is more of your taupey grays and darker, cooler tones. I love my cool tones. I'll choose a cool tone palette over a warm tone palette any day. Then I got these sports ones, the Nets and the Mavericks. I got them mostly because of the color tone. Like I said, I like my blues. NBA Maverick. This is the blue one. I really like this one and this one. I like my silvers too. And we have the Nets. This is more of your darker grays and blacks. I thought that was really pretty. We got that out of the way. Now let's go into our bigger palettes. We got this stack right here. We got the Fade into Hue. I did use this a lot, but it has a lot of pressed glitters in it, and it's very colorful. I'm more into pastels and darker tones, like this column here. I really like. You got a whole bunch of pressed glitters, like there. This blue one's actually really pretty, and then you got your purples. And that one's Faded into Hue. And I really do like this one a lot. This one is called the Aurora Struck. This one has that nice color story that I really like. Aurora Struck. Isn't that beautiful? This reminds me of the Inslee Rain one. Yeah, I was actually kind of disappointed in the pigmentation on this. It's not as rich as I want it to be, but I still keep it because I really like the color story. Then we have the Smoke and Roses. This one I do really like. I have used this quite a bit. It has all of your pinks, neutral tones. have the Stone Cold Fox. This one I did change a couple of the shades, like this one and this one, for a couple of my palettes. I like the That's Taupe one better than this one though. And then we got the You're Golden. And then there's this one. This one has a couple of nice blue ones, but they're glitters, unfortunately. So it's more of a neutral tone than anything. Next is the Bare Necessities. This is your classic neutral tone, basic. This is actually a very pretty palette if you just want your basic neutral tones. I do want to get the, what's it called? The one that has a bunch of taupes in it. Bigger palette. Rock Candy. Yeah, that's the one I want. But the next one is It's a Mood palette. And there's that one, It's a Mood. That one has more of your richer jewel tones. I thought I had the jewel tone palette, but I guess I don't. Okay, we're going to move on to the 18 palette stack here. I got the Limoncello. This is actually also one of my favorites too. This was a popular one when it was out. This one has some nice golden tones and blue. This one's really pretty. I really like the packaging on this one too. They spent some time on it. Whoever their new graphic designer is has got some really good skills when it comes to graphic design. Okay, and we also got the Menage a Moi. It's a nice, rich, reddish tone. Now that I've seen some of these palettes, I need to go back to them because I haven't pulled these out in a little bit. The next one is the other part of the collection, the Boudoir Noir. If I'm saying that correctly. This one's more of your golden tones. Then you got the Cabana Club. I really like this one too. It has a very nice blue in it. I like the theming to it also. This one's a very nice vivid. Blue is really pretty. Then we got You Are a Cutie. This one I had to buy off of Macari because I missed out on it. And I thought the color story on this was really nice. I love my purples. got the Lizzie McGuire. What Dreams Are Made Of. And I thought this was really pretty too with all the purples. I really like this one too. This one's called the California Love. I use this one quite a bit too. This one kind of reminds me of that CP3O palette. Just that one's just a little more condensed, but I really like this one. And then we got the Off Melrose Place palette. And I thought this was a nice one too. Then we have the Good as Gold. This one I haven't used as much. I have to be in the mood when it comes to gold tones, but the packaging is really, really pretty. The cute little butterflies. Has that really pretty butterfly there. This one has a lot of gold to it. And this one's a newer palette that I got. This one's called the Control Alt Glam. Thought it was really cute with the wording. Looks like it's called Morale, and this one's a really bright purple, pink, and blue. And then we got this stack here. This one is just a collection called the Garden Variety. I took out all of the colors and kind of intertwined it with a bunch of other palettes. So it has a bunch of mattes in it that I don't use very much and a couple of glitters. I like the packaging, so I didn't want to throw it out. This is the Designer Collection by Disney with the princesses. This one I also took before I had the Norvina palette. This was my purple palette that I created myself, and I took from like the Lilac You a Lot, It's My Pleasure, and kind of made my own, since it has the silver and a bunch of purple in here, so I used this quite a bit for a while. And then we got the Villains Misunderstood. This one I also took a couple of the shades out from the other mixtures of the palettes and kind of made it an all shimmer. Well, there's a couple of mattes in here, but that's how I turned mine out. Thought it turned out really well. This is the Gather Around Sisters Hocus Pocus, the first one. I also did the same with this one too. I took a couple of shimmers from the Misunderstood and placed them in here. There's the back of it. But I really do like this palette. I thought the artwork was beautiful. but I took out some of the shimmers down here and replaced them. And I thought it turned out really pretty. There is the sandstone. This had a lot of controversy for some reason, something about the packaging. But I got this before that even happened, so, but I really like the pans on this one. I use this for quite a bit too. Desert vibe. And then this All That palette, this one's more of a reddish tone. And this one's actually really pretty too. These kind of look all the same up here though, now that I actually look at it. Then I love this collection. This is the On a Whimsy. It's kind of like a carousel collection. And Ticket to Dreamland. They didn't sell this very long for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but I love this collection. Very pretty packaging. Probably should put these out on display now that I think about it, but it does have a beautiful color story. Neutral with a pop of blue. This one is my favorite, the Ticket to Dreamland. Really beautiful. And this one also has that same type of color story. You got your purples and your pinks, more colorful. And then we're down to our last two palettes from my Colourpop collection. I would like to make an order sometime this year since I didn't make one at the end of last year to catch up, but I haven't done that yet. So this is the Powerpuff Girls. This one's really cute. You should comment down below if you actually did watch this show. Okay. And this one is the Powerpuff Girls. This one's very, very bright and colorful. I wish there wasn't a press glitter for this blue because it's actually a really pretty color. Disappointing. And then our last one is the Plush Like Me. I really like the packaging on this one. It reminds me of the limoncello one. It has a nice plush on the front of it. Let me spend some time on this, but this is the more of a grungy reddish green. But that is the last palette. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. And if you are interested more in make videos, comment below, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye.